Okay. Get the angle right. Okay, here we go. Hey guys, it's me. My name is Will. And let me turn it this way. That's better. That's so much better. Um, it's me, Will. My name's Will. I am a female to male transgendered individual. I've been transitioning for about 12 years. I'm pre-T. I am post-op of top surgery. October 15th, 2008 is when I had my surgery. Um, and um, May 4th of 2011, I had a full hysterectomy. Um, and I'll get into those two surgeries in a minute. Um, I watched the videos on YouTube and of other trans guys, and it doesn't seem to be very many trans guys who have special needs. I am a trans guy who has special needs. I have prefrontal cortex damage. The front of my brain is damaged because when I was born with three holes in my heart: an ASD, a VSD, and a PDA. And I had, this is back in 1982 to 1983. And I had my surgery when I was 7 months old, February of 83. And during that time, I didn't grow much. I didn't put on much weight because my heart had to work double time or triple time. Um, so I had my surgery and they didn't do supplemental oxygen during that time. So I had brain damage. I also have psychosis. Right now is in check and it's pretty good. I also have um, a bunch of medical conditions, like I have fibromyalgia. My mom has fibromyalgia. I have um, osteopenia, which is a precursor to osteoporosis. Wait, osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, that's it. Um, and I have arthritis in my lower back. I'm only 37 and a half. Seriously, I'm only 37 and a half. I look younger, but I'm really 37 and a half. Um, and let's see what else. Oh yeah, my surgeries. I had my top surgery in Minneapolis, Minnesota, by a surgeon named Richard Tholen, and he was awesome. I was going to the U of M um, sex center, sexuality center, um, and I got diagnosed with gender dysphoria, and I also I wanted to have top surgery because I had big boobs. Okay, my boobs were huge, and I wasn't a fit person. I'm heavy set. Okay, I'm plus sized. Not like hugely morbidly obese. Well, look, yeah, I have a little bit of a pooch, and I have this gut right here. And this is my top surgery. He hollowed out my nipples. He made them into stars. And um and then attached them. And the surgery took 5.5 hours. I was supposed to have the surgery earlier, like a month or so earlier, but the Center for Sexual Health at the U of M, um, made a big stink about it and told him, you can't do the surgery. So he had to cancel it. And because he canceled it, we didn't have to pay an extra $1,000 on top of what we already paid. My surgery was over $8,000. And I was very lucky because my parents paid for it. They paid for my top surgery. So I was in surgery for 5.5 hours. My parents didn't stay that whole time. They went and saw Les Mis, the movie. And when I woke up from surgery, actually, when I was starting to go to sleep, I was looking up at the ceiling and my eyes started to move, like, kind of like, it felt like they were jumping. And it looked like the tiles were dancing a little bit. So then I went ahead and I fell asleep, because whenever I have surgery and they put me to sleep, I try to fight it as much as I can, but it happens so quick that I just check out. Just check out. Anyways, I have my hysterectomy, my full hysterectomy now. Actually, another thing about my top surgery, I had to have a revision, and I wasn't put out for that. I was awake. It was local anesthetic. That stuff burns when it goes in. It burns. Burns like hell. I'm more sensitive, I guess. So I guess I'm just a little more sensitive to stuff like that. Anyways, so by the time he had to do 3 different spots, it was under both my arms and in the middle, because it was kind of like peeking out. And by the time he did the 3rd and final area, my body was shaking so bad from shock. I thought I was going to die. Either pass out or die. Seriously, I never felt like that. And it was scary. But I got over it. And I had so much blood on my stomach, and that was dried, and so I had to wash that off. And they wrapped like an ace bandage around me. So, and held it in place with like safety pins. And my mom took me to that appointment, and she waited. And when we left, I was in so much pain that my mom wanted to like go to Walmart or someplace. And I said, Mom, can we please get my painkiller prescription filled? Because I am hurting like nobody's business. And so we went and got it filled, and I took a painkiller, and that seemed to take a little bit of the edge off. But anyways, my hysterectomy, well, it was the easiest thing to get that I talked them into doing, because every time, okay, the day of my top surgery was the heaviest day of my period. I had gotten my period, and it was the heaviest day, which means it's the most painful day. But I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I am like so happy. Like, I've never regretted having top surgery or a full hysterectomy. When he got in there, it was, I had endometriosis on the front and back of my uterus. My uterus was big. It was huge. And I had polycystic ovaries where I was growing cysts on my ovaries. And he took everything. He brought it out through my vagina, and he, like, medically broke my cherry, okay? Medically broke my cherry. And he stitched it up, and, because I am still a virgin. Never had sex. I'm not interested in having sex. Not interested in having kids. Sometimes I wish I had a kid. Sometimes. But I have nieces and a nephew, and I have a dog. He's plenty. I do have a service dog. His name is Charlie. He's a Shih Tzu. And he's a special needs dog because when he was born, his bottom jaw didn't fully develop. He still has a bottom jaw, but it just didn't fully develop. And so he has a major overbite. And so it's harder for him to eat small things like small dog food bits or, stuff like that. Damn it, I'm out of root beer. Oh well. Anyways, about my hysterectomy. I only had to spend one night in the hospital, and that night I was having so much pain. It was excruciating. And there was only like one nurse on the whole floor, and she had to answer calls to other patients, and I called her, and I said, can I please get a pain pill because I am in so much pain? And, I had to wait 45 minutes. 45 minutes just to get a freaking pain pill. And I told my surgeon that, and he's like, you should have called me. They should have called me, or you should have called me, and I would have come down and chewed her out. Because he gave her specific instructions not to, if I called and need a pain pill, she was supposed to give me a pain pill right then. But I had to wait 45 minutes, and I was in so much pain. I couldn't get comfortable. It really felt like I was having, like, the most painful period in my life. I was bleeding a little bit, because that usually happens after a hysterectomy. You bleed a little for at least a couple of days. And that was it. I was fine. Anyways, I figured I would just, make a video and talk about, some things. And if the angle is a little weird, because as I look, it's a little bit weird. I'm sorry. What I'm holding is my PayPal MasterCard. I'm not going to show you the back because that has my account number on it and my birth name, which I'd rather not share right now. And I got this in December. I actually got a few credit cards. I got a Target card. I got a JCPenney card. I got I already had a Barnes & Noble MasterCard. I have to pay that off. I have to pay this off. I have to pay off. I should be debt-free within 6 to 8 months, which is pretty good. But anyways, that's basically all I wanted to talk about in this video. So if you like my video, subscribe. If you like what I have to say, subscribe, ask me questions in the comments, just basically, I'm open to pretty much any question. Like, if you want to know what my life was pre-transition, I can answer some questions about that. I guess I'll make another video all about it. Later, but anyways, this video is like 16 and a half minutes long right now, so I should probably close it out. So, nice talking to you. Bye.